Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to my channel. My name is Francis. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. The people get to know about this. The gospel, according to Francis, should be spread. So I'm not going to waste any time talking around. I'm just going to jump right into it. Before we go into the entertainment news, let me feed you guys with something that has been happening, something that is happening in our neighborhood in Kenya. So what's happening in Kenya is that there's a shortage of condoms in Taita Taveta County. This is a county found in Kenya, and it has been discovered that a shortage of condoms and ARVs in both public and private hospitals in Taita Taveta County has been discovered as a result of a survey carried out by the county's health services department just a week after cases of teen pregnancies were reported to have reached a high of 2,000 in the county. This is very shocking. Wow. The shortage has largely influenced a spike in the number of early teenage pregnancies in the county, with Voi sub-county leading with over 900 teenage girls impregnated, according to the county's executive committee member in charge of health services, John Mwakima. Wow, this is worryingly terrible for the young girls. And if there is shortage of ARVs, you also imagine that there's also likely going to be a spike in the number of people dying of HIV. I think this is something Kenyan Ministry of Health needs to act upon really quickly, because it's a scary moment for this county in Kenya. So speaking after chairing a quarterly county HIV meeting that was held at Voi Youth offices, Mwakima said that the county government started experiencing the problem early this year after COVID-19 pandemic hit. Remember that time when kids were at school, were home, and they had nothing to do? So it's likely that COVID-19 could have also been a contributing factor to these teenage pregnancies. I think that was the same case with Uganda, because it was reported that the rates of teenage pregnancies also spiked during that period of COVID. But of course, the president said, if these kids are alive, being pregnant is not a big issue. And he forgot to look at the underlying factors, like under what circumstances do these kids get pregnant and who gets them pregnant anyway. I don't know. It's scary. So this thing started last year when the COVID-19 pandemic hit Kenya. And in his words, he said that it came about during the start of this year, and they were running low on condoms and also running low on ARVs. Haki Africa, I think it's an organization, raised the concern some months ago, with the health departments denying the shortage. Imagine, HIV and AIDS patients were forced to turn to private facilities for ARVs, where they had to pay huge fees for the drugs. This is according to Haki Africa. And one of the representatives of Haki Africa was Alex Mbele. In his words, he said that they already had been told that HIV patients are suffering, and personally, I know of one who was forced to go to a private facility to get the drugs at a cost that is hefty. The county has to do something about it, said Alex. And this comes up amid a huge debt row of over 60 million Kenyan shillings that the county owes a Kenyan Medical Supplies Authority, that has affected the flow and supply of drugs into the country for more than 5 months. Imagine. The shortage of ARVs has been in this county for about 5 months right now. And yet there is money, that the county owes the ministry, the Kenya Medical Supplies. Why are they not delivering these supplies to this country, to the county? It's a very trying moment for this county, because HIV is incurable, and when you don't get your treatment in time, it's easy for you to die. What's the Kenyan government doing about this? So anyway, the county is, however, in partnership with various stakeholders and has rolled out mitigation measures, including youth sensitization activities across the county to address the rising teenage pregnancy that has risen that has raised eyebrows among residents. Wow, this is very scary. HIV is a very dangerous disease that, you need to first of all protect yourself against. And if you happen to get infected with HIV, it's important that you get the help required for you to keep living relatively healthy life with HIV. So I think this is a very terrible incident happening in Kenya that needs the attention of the government, and hopefully maybe with time these people are helped, and also with some sensitization, these teenage pregnancies can actually be brought down. Now when we go to America, there's also a condom story in America. So California, the state of California, has become the first to outlaw non-consensual condom removal bill, AB 453. The governor of California signed off Bill AB 453, which prohibits the act of removing a condom without permission during intercourse, also known as stealthing. The bill amends the state's current civil code, adding the act to the state's civil definition of sexual battery under AB 453. Victims can sue perpetrators for damages, including punitive damages. In addition, it makes stealthing illegal to remove condoms without obtaining verbal consent from the person you're having sex with. So the bottom line of this bill is that for you, when you start having sex, putting on a condom, it has to end with a condom on. And if you have to change the situation by removing the condom, there has to be consent from the partner. Else, it will attract punitive measures and a legal battle between you, the one that removed the condom, and the one that was I don't know how to explain, but it will attract punitive measures, of course, from the person that experienced the removal of the condom, and the person that removed the condom. I don't know whether I've said it the right way, but that's it. So, imagine if you're having sex with someone and you remove the condom. What evidence will they use to pin you that you removed the condom? Does that mean I've not read deep into this bill, but I think there are certain things that are very hard to understand in this bill, because unless you're going to record the intercourse and then play it for your lawyer or the jury to make judgment on this, I think this is a very tricky bill, if you ask me. Because you may tell me I removed the condom, and I'll tell you I did not remove the condom, unless maybe after intercourse you're actually someone became sick with an STD. But how do you even confirm that is the one that gave you the STD? Even if you gave you the STD, how will you confirm that the STD actually came from him? There are lots of loopholes for you. There are lots of loopholes in this bill, but it is what it is. In the state of California, before you remove a condom during intercourse, you ought to seek consent. I feel like I want to be in America right now, and I believe this is a good move in stopping the spread of HIV and these unwanted pregnancies, STDs, and all that. Good move right there, but though with some bit of questions and everything, it's a good move for me, if you ask me. So, Winnie Nwagi, let's talk about the diva herself, Winnie Nwagi. Winnie Nwagi went to Instagram as usual and posted a very sexy video, and then wrote a caption: "Nothing will bring greater peace than minding your own business." Man, this beautiful diva right here is out here having the best of her life. She's very unapologetic about herself, and she's so proud about herself. And I feel like I wish everybody lived life like Winnie Nwagi lives her life. I think people would last longer would last longer and be more happier, because Winnie Nwagi does not care about what you say about her. She's here to live her life. When you attack her, she will attack you, put you down, take you back to your place, and she'll keep moving. Do you understand what I'm saying? I actually love Winnie Nwagi's attitude. She's very unapologetic. She does what she wants. She does what she likes. She's a successful artist. She's a talented musician. She's always very sexy. A fitness fanatic, for lack of a better word. What else do you want from Winnie Nwagi? She gives you the good music. She gives you the good vibes. She's sexy. She looks smart. What the hell do you want from her? I am Trim Winnie Nwagi. I'm going to share with you the video right here so that you see exactly what I am talking about. So let's talk about Sauti Sol. Now, Sauti Sol I feel like it's the last surviving boy band in Africa, if you ask me, because P Square was there and they died a natural death. Reddy and Weasel were there and they died a natural death. And literally we only have Sauti Sol. So yesterday, Sauti Sol made a statement on their page, and don't forget that these guys have been together for a period of 10 years, right from high school. They met in high school, put a band together. You can imagine the bond they've built together. They've been able to tolerate each other's good and bad side, and have kept moving. By the way, they've officially started touring again, and I think yesterday they had their first show in London and it totally sold out. So good stuff happening for Sauti Sol. But one thing I should notice that Bien has of late been doing several solo projects. He has a project with Calligraph Jones. Who does he have a project with? He has several solo projects that he has been having. But mostly for me, I'm very sure of the one he has had one with Calligraph Jones, the rapper, and then one with this gospel artist, Willie Paul. Those are the two I know. So yesterday, they put out a statement, and it reads, I'm going to read for you this statement. It says, after 2 long years and several postponements due to COVID-19, we are finally out on our first international residency in the UK, and the fans brought the iconic Sauti Sol love and energy this week to our shows at Jazz Cafe. We are immensely thankful. The first show this past Sunday on 3rd October was electrically vibrant, and we would like to thank all the team that made these things that made this a reality. Earth Agency, Africa Creative Agency, Sauti Sol Entertainment, and Universal Records. So that the teams actually that put together this amazing show that they had at Jazz Cafe in London. This tour is the beginning of our journey, being alone together. That's the title of the tour. It is a wonderful journey in which we are self-actualizing by showcasing our personal strength and characters as the artists who came together to form Sauti Sol. Alone together is a mantra. Alone together is the mantra we formed to define the unique next chapter as brothers. It ties with our natural progression of self-growth while being a single unit. The journey is a 4-part musical and visual art series for you and the world, with the hope it enlightens you to who we really are. 4 phenomenal parts that make one iconic whole. Very nice writing. Alone Together is a child of the pandemic, the result of deep reflections that we experienced as individuals and as a group, leading us to craft the ultimate expansion of our musical and artistical legacies. Thus, each of us shall enter into our alone phase with a single release by December 2021. This shall closely be followed by releases of full projects whose dates shall be announced in due time. The African king of baldmen, Bien Ayume, shall kick us off this is interesting, with his first solo single, a collaborative track between him and jazz maestro Aaron Rumbiu, aptly titled the Baldman Anthem. Set to release on Friday 8th October, this date will also mark the inception of Bien, Chimano Savara and Polycarp's individual journey as entertainers. Baldman Love Better collaborative project between Bien and Aaron Rumbui further studies Further Studies by Fancy Fingers, Heavy is a Crown by Chimano, and Savage Level by Savara will be released on Exodus Entertainment, Soul Generation, and distributed by Ingroves. These are masterfully crafted musical and visual works that are sincere representations of us as world-class artists. With each release, you, our fans, old and new, young and old, will get to experience each of our unique talents and perhaps get greater insights as to why we are four phenomenal parts that make one iconic whole. We will release our next Sauti Sol group album in May 2022. Watch out for that. Beyond music, together we continue to establish ourselves as business moguls through our legacy projects, Sauti Sol Entertainment, Soul Generation Records, Best Soul, and many other to come. More so, we shall share a collective pride in the brilliant success of Ben Soul. Ben Soul is an artist signed under Soul Generation, and Inviri as well, Inviri the storyteller, through the support of the very talented teams built around them. Signed Polycarp Otieno, William Chimano, Bien Alusa, Daniel Savara, Delvin Savara, founders and partners of Sauti Sol, Soul Generation. So there you have it. So Sauti Sol is as a group, they're actually venturing into soul projects. Each of them is going to be outing a project, and the first project will be by Bien, that called the first project. I think it has already come out. The first project is going to be by Bien, which is already out, released today in the morning. Very nice tune. This is an anthem for bald men, giving encouragement to men that have no hair, men that can't dye their hair, giving them encouragement and lying to them that they are the best lovers. In other words, saying that men with hair are not best lovers. Lie. Well, but it feels good to be confident about yourself, and I'm very happy for this project that Bien has put together, and we pray that it does better. And I think the reception is really good, because for me, I already love the song. I love the video. In the video, actually, Bien showcases some of his great dance skills. I didn't know this guy can dance. I only knew that he's a good writer, vocalist, and a very prolific storyteller. So we shall be watching out for further projects from Savara, Polycarp, and then Chimano. I hope this does not lead to a breakup, because it will really break people's hearts if Sauti Sol broke up, because it's one of those bands that have, stood the test of time, and they are still going, and they have always given us the best from them. So that said, I'm not going to be adding anything, and please keep watching, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. What can we add? What can we remove or something? Just talk to me, people. No, you're there quiet to just watch the videos and go. But what's wrong with you guys? Show some love, man. Keep it right here.